Okay, welcome back. Post-trip from the Upper Pee Dee River over the weekend, South Carolina, from Cheraw to Society Hill, roughly 18 river miles. Took me obviously 2 days. Camped overnight on the side of the river. Overall, great trip, nice and sunny. 75-ish degrees during the day, probably mid-50s in the evening. And as you can see, I'm rather bundled up now, so great weekend to get that done, and a nice solo float river trip on the Upper Pee Dee River. So I'm gonna give a couple reviews and a couple of the pieces of kit I used, and also post a route on the river on Google Maps with a line on it of, put in point, campsite, and takeout point. The put in point and the takeout point in Cheraw and Society Hill both had boat landings and boat launches with nice parking lots, so that was super helpful to put in and get out on the river with my canoe, as well as my camping spot was in a nice bend in the river, nice rocky shore, so to pull my canoe up on, and then nice little spot for me to hang my canoe. I posted a couple pictures from campsite on Instagram and Facebook, so hashtag Timber to Tides. And as you can see, here's one doodle. This is Dakota. He is a boy and he's about 5.5. And then here we go with Denali. She is 8.5, a little smaller, and a girl. And we love them. They a lot of times accompany us on our adventure trips whenever we can take them. Obviously, they did not get to go on the solo float trip. But I'll go over a couple of pieces of kit I think are essential for river, and then a couple other pieces of kit that are just overall good for camping. A little bit of review, kind of what I thought about them, and go from there. So my canoe, it's an Old Town Saranac, 14.5 feet. I've had this for probably 4-ish years, and it's done me super well. Done multiple trips with it, both solo and with my wife, and also with friends. Camped out on the side of the river. Holds everybody's gear nice and well, as well as a cooler in the middle. So a couple of the features: it's got 2 seats. Those seats come with a string that you can adjust for the angle of the seat back, so you can be nice and comfortable. It's got nice grooves in both seat areas for paddles, as well as a nice compartment in the middle to hold some random things. And then finally, a waterproof, sealable little compartment for anything you don't want to get, anything you want to keep dry. Again, this I can transport this canoe on my own. I can carry it by myself. Fit it in the back of my truck. It's pretty much a one-man show that I can just take care of it all on my own and not have to have a secondary person to help me carry it around. On the river, I use this guy right here. It's just a spinning rod. Brand is Samurai. The rod is an ugly stick, and caught several brim, probably 5 or 6, with this quarter-weight yellow rooster tail. I find that works super well, depending on the time of the year and what kind of color fish you're going for. This yellow one worked well on this trip. I've used white and speckled in the past. Just depends on what they're biting for. But yeah, that worked really well. I threw them all back. I didn't keep any of them. I just like the fun of fishing. So another good river type piece of kit is this 65-liter Sea to Summit. Sea to Summit waterproof bag. Big river. This is done really well. It fits nicely in the front of the canoe or in the back of the canoe. If I'm by myself, I put it in the front. If I have a passenger, my wife or a friend or anything, I can stick this in the back, and it fits nice and well. Carries all my gear for camping. So the other thing I used was this Hennessy hammock I showed you on the pre-trip video, and there is a picture of it hung up on the side of the bank on Instagram and Facebook, hashtag Timber to Tides. Again, this hammock, they make many models. It's called a Hennessy hammock. This one is the Expedition. It's got a zip built-in bug net and zippered, so you zipper it on the side to get in and out. And it's got a rain fly as well. Keep the moisture and rain off of you. So the meal I ate was this company, Alpine Air. However, the type of meal was lime, cilantro, rice, and I think it was pork. I can't remember the exact meat. However, the taste of it was really good. I enjoyed the taste. It tasted just like I thought it would. However, I don't know if I let it rehydrate enough. The meat was a little rough. Not as tender as I hoped it would be. However, next time I'll just let it rehydrate a little longer. Maybe that'll get the meat a little more tender. And another good, just overall camping gear is another Sea to Summit piece of kit. So this is a little pot that crunches down, and it's got two cups or bowls, depending on however you want to use them. I've used them in the past for coffee, drinks, oatmeal, anything like that. It's nice and washable, nice and compact. It does come with two. This also crunches down. It's a nice pot. It's got fill markers on the side, so you know how much you're boiling and how much you're filled up. Bottom of the metal sits on top of any kind of a burner with a fuel source. So I took this one this time and tested it out. It's super small, and because I like to be kind of a minimalist, so I went with this Ollie Camp. It's super small. It's got a spot to turn the gas on and up and down, and then these fold out to set your pot on to boil the water. So I was actually pretty surprised at how small this thing is and how fast it actually boiled the water. Obviously, you can adjust the flame height and the intensity of the flame with the knob, but this thing right here is nice and compact. Again, I like to go minimalist, and this worked really well. The only drawback is it doesn't have its own ignition source. So in the bigger ones in the past that I've used have a click on the side that throws out a spark and it ignites. However, this one does not have that, so you need an extra source such as a lighter or a match or anything like that. But I always bring a couple of lighters with me, start fires, anything like that for emergency purposes. So easy to turn the knob, get the gas going, flick the lighter, and it lights right up. Other just general camping stuff. So I use this Kelty sleeping bag. It is a Ignite Down synthetic sleeping bag. So it's not real feathers, but it acts like real feathers. So it's nice and keeps me nice and warm. It's rated down to 16 degrees Fahrenheit. However, I didn't need anything this weekend. It was mid 40s in the evening, so didn't need anything on the inside as far as a liner to keep myself warm. This is a mummy style sleeping bag with good zippers and draw cords to cinch the mummy down and keep all the heat in when it's nice and chilly outside. So I have two separate liners. One is a thinner, cooler liner when it's chillier. I would say probably mid 30s to 30 degrees, maybe a little cooler. And then if it gets below that, I have a thermal one. It's a little thicker and keeps me a little warmer in here. But I like this sleeping bag a lot. I've used it for a number of years. And I stuff it down in, again, another Sea to Summit piece of kit. You'll find I like Sea to Summit. They make good stuff. But this is a waterproof stuff sack. So sleeping bag fits down in this stuff sack to make it nice and compact, nice and small, waterproof. So just in case anything leaks or it gets moisture gets in the Sea to Summit 65-liter Big River dry bag, at least my sleeping bag will stay nice and dry. And then finally, this Cocoon pillow. So this is made by Cocoon. This blows up really, really easy. It's got a valve on here. Open it up, blow in it to air it up, and then just a little push button to let the air out. Got two sides. One is a slicker side for when it's hotter, and you want that cool side, and then kind of a velvety felt type side for when it's warmer. And you want a little comfort on your head while you're sleeping. But I like this a lot. This is a newer Cocoon that I have, but I've used ones in the past. This is just an updated model, but I like that a lot. So again, overall, solid trip. Weather was great. Caught some fish. Fire on the river. Meal on the river. Just a nice, relaxing, good overall trip. So if you have any questions, want any more information, just let me know. Again, Timber to Tide's YouTube channel. Check out these pieces of kit that I showed for river-specific, water-specific type activities, and then just overall camping type stuff, especially Sea to Summit, hashtag Sea to Summit, as well as hashtag Hennessy Hammock. Great things that I've used for a number of years. So just continue to follow me. I'm going to continue to do some trips. I'll try and do a pre-trip video of kind of what I'm planning on doing, a couple of things I'm going to use, and then a post-trip video of actually what I did, routes, specific pieces of kit, and kind of my recommendation and reviews on them. And it's a great day to be alive.